Do you want to make money selling on Amazon without ever touching any of the products yourself? In this video, I'm going to show you the exact model that lets me do that by showing you how it works, how it saves you time, and how you set it up the right way. Then I'll take you behind the scenes and show you live how I find profitable products to sell on Amazon step by step. If you're ready to build a hands-off Amazon business, let's get right into the video. So now that we're inside of the screen here, we're going to start off with this list of prep centers that you guys might want to take a look at. It's a great resource for new sellers or existing sellers that are trying to outsource their prep. You can find this list on your own just by copying the link here and typing it out. It's not too long, or just typing this title right here into Google and it should come up right away. So we're going to see a bunch of information here, types of sourcings, location, turnaround time, just basic information at the beginning. Then we've got a list of what Amazon charges to do prep, just like a prep center. So depending on your situation, this might be beneficial, but it's not usually beneficial because most of the time it's higher pricing than what a prep center would charge you. And also the time that it takes Amazon to process units and pack and label them as well after receiving them is usually a lot longer than what a normal prep center's turnaround time is, which is usually between 24 to 72 hours. Most of the time it ends up being 2 days, 48 hours. But inside of this list, we've got it broken down by state here in each one of these boxes with the names of the prep centers with links to their sites. Then it also restates the state that they're in here. And we've got on the right side a box saying if it's in a tax-free state or not. So this is where the advantage kind of comes into play, is if you live in a state that charges sales tax. Like me, for example, I started my business when I was living in New York, and New York sales tax is 7%. So the amount of sales tax that I was paying per unit added up to a lot more than what a prep center would charge me per unit to pack my items for me. So in that case, it saved me time and it saved me money because the cost was less. Sometimes you'll end up just breaking even on the cost depending on the sales tax percentage in your state. But even if you're breaking even, we're paying just a little bit more, maybe 25 cents over, 50 cents over a unit. That extra cost may be worth getting your time back so that way you can source more products. That way you'll make more money instead of trying to save a little bit of money and using all that time prepping your product. That kind of thing also depends on the volume that you're doing, but it's still a good idea if you're going to be saving money as a new seller to hire a prep center. So just going through this list, we'll see at first some of the ones that don't have sales tax exemption in their state, but then you'll get down to Delaware, for example, where it's got these green check marks that say that it's in a tax-free state. So once you find, depending on your situation, if you want tax-free or maybe you don't need tax-free, but it definitely is a good recommendation if you're going to hire a prep center, try to get it in a sales tax-free state. What you're gonna do is just open up the links here. Some of them are going to be a little outdated because maybe they've changed their website or something like that. So we can just look for the ones that do have websites. For this example, if for whatever reason like this link didn't pull up right away, you can just simply Google search this name and put Amazon Prep Center, something like that. When you're looking at these websites, you're gonna wanna compare their pricing. So sometimes it'll say pricing like this right up at the top, sometimes it'll say services instead, but just try to get to where it shows you a list of this kind of stuff or just a page with pricing with these broken down. So this one, for example, has wholesale private label, online retail arbitrage, which is what you'll be doing most likely. Then they also do merchant fulfilled orders, which not every prep center does. It even breaks down shoes and clothing, additional services, FBA returns, which is also hit or miss. Some people do that, some people don't. But we're gonna just take a look at online retail arbitrage here. So this company has it broken down in tiers of the number of units that you do per month. They also charge a one-time setup fee. So that is going to be something maybe you want to avoid if you're a brand new seller and you don't want to spend $300 or any type of extra money just to sign up and test out a prep center. But what you're really looking for is this information here where it says how much it is per unit and what it includes in that pricing per unit. Some places are going to charge extra for poly bags, or maybe for shoes, some people are going to charge an extra fee because they have to put a rubber band on the box. anything like that. So you're going to want to compare these prices between prep centers and choose what option you think is best for you. Just looking at this one, we've got a services tab right here instead. So we've got Amazon FBA Prep Center, and they actually don't post their pricing visible. So you're going to have to fill out this form and get on the phone with them maybe, or go back and forth through email, that type of thing. That's the main stuff that you're going to want to take into consideration with a prep center. Is just what they charge, how long their turnaround time is, where they're located if you want sales tax exemption, and then possibly just maybe extra fees, boxes, poly bags, what's not included depending on what category you are in. Maybe they charge extra for liquids or bubble wrap on breakable items, stuff like that. So it really just depends on your current situation and what you plan on selling on Amazon. But you're definitely going to want to take a look at this kind of thing. So we're just going to look through some products here in a storefront. If you don't know how to get to this page or what this even is, because maybe this is the first video that you look at, you can go check out the SellerAmp tutorial that's also on my channel. And then for the charts that we're going to be taking a look at, I have a video on Keepa as well, a full breakdown. There's also an ungating video if you want to learn how to unlock different brands, because maybe you've opened up your account. A lot of things that you want to sell are saying that you can't sell them or you're not eligible. There's also a full video on how to do that, what an invoice looks like, and all the necessary details for that kind of thing. So depending on your criteria, we're going to be skipping past certain things when you do this. But for the sake of the video, we're just going to go with what a new seller might want to take a look at, which is usually under 200,000 BSR. Maybe you want to do 150, 175. Then the only other thing is going to probably be the offers. Just how much competition do you want? And if Amazon's a competitor as well. So if you see AMZ in this box with maybe a more orange box, then you're probably going to want to skip past that, which is right here as well. And then just the total number of offers. So maybe in the beginning you want to stick underneath 30. Maybe you want to do 25, but we're going to do 30 just for this video here. So we're going to open up this Amazon page and check the Keepa chart for this product, which is going to be underneath the product images here. And it looks like it's stabled out a little bit. We had a little bit of a dip, but that is in correlation with this rising offer count here. It did start to go down, but it has flattened out. So if we're good around this 35 price, I think we would be safe to sell this item. So what we're gonna do is do a Google search of it, see if we can find this product for $19.50 or less. Depending on your ROI criteria, it may be a different number in that box, but I've got 25 set right there. So we know that Calvin Klein has a discount of 20% off email code. So $25.50 is going to get pretty close to that here. So $25.50 times minus 25 or 20%. All right, so $25.50, we're just going to do 8%, 80%. We've got $20.40. So we're pretty close. Now what we can also check is this site called Cardbear, which is going to give us discount codes or discounted gift cards. Tommy Hilfiger, it looks like they don't have anything here. Average discount is around 3%. You can also check the historical here to see what it last was. So it was 3.5, then we got 1.6. So just going off of that past average right here, we'll just do a 97% since we'll give it a 3% discount. And we're up to 23% if we can get those gift cards at that price. So depending on if you want to do maybe 20% ROI, this could be a good product to purchase. We'll move on to the next one here. Amazon's on this listing, so we're going to skip past that. This one is meet all the criteria right here. So we will open up the Amazon page and check the chart down here. It is a little unstable and price is dropping pretty quickly. But we've got some buy box getting up there, so we can check the buy box statistics here and see 42% at 59, 65 is not something. So 59 I would say is a solid price to get it up to. So let's see what it would be at 59 here before we take a look and open this up. So we need $34 buy cost, and it was a signature long sleeve casual, regular fit, long sleeve. Okay, it seems to be that would be that product. That one's striped, so this is going to have that same logo there, and then we've got Province Blue here. Okay, so $39.75. Same thing with that 20% off discount. We've got, it was $39.75. $39.75 times 80%, $31.80. That's a good product right there. You can check the offers as well and see that, okay, so these people bringing it lower are going to be merchant fulfilled offers here. So if that's the case, you don't really have to worry about competing with them, because if you're sending your products in FBA like these guys are, you're going to have prime shipping. These guys aren't. So it's called a prime bump, where basically just means that customers are going to be willing to pay the extra $4 from this price to this price to be able to get it faster in 1 to 2 days, possibly even same day, depending on their location, compared to waiting possibly up to a week for somebody to ship it merchant fulfilled. So you could go with 59 or 58. You could also potentially get it up at 64, because these are a lot of offers in here. I know that we were saying by looking at this that it is trending down, but that is because probably the merchant fulfilled guys have to compete and lower their price way lower. And that's what's dragging the price down, instead of just going and selling at FBA at a higher price. So at 58, we've still got a 32% ROI here, $10 profit per item. And then we've got at 64, if we get it up there, we've got it at $15 and 48% ROI. So that's a really good product to buy here. And the medium is in stock. That should be one of the first things that you check as well. I know I didn't mention it, but it was because it wasn't crossed out here. So that's a great product to sell. If there were gift cards, it would be even better, but you wouldn't even need the gift cards at this high of a ROI and profit amount here. Moving on to some other ones. We've got this, which looks to be the same. No, it's different than the top one. The logo is a little bit different at the top. So we'll take a look here and see what this looks like. This is not looking great. This is something that I would avoid personally, just because this offer count at the bottom is increasing a lot very quickly, and this price is decreasing a lot very quickly. So if you see something like this where it's just trailing off, I wouldn't trust it right away. Maybe watch it for a little bit, see if price stabilizes out here. Maybe depending on this, it would give us some answers, which 39.50, 39 around that. So it is just returning to normal price from when it was at only 1 to 2 sellers, and they were able to bump the price up a lot because of the demand and everything. So maybe just watch it for a little bit, see if it is going to continue to trend down. And if it isn't, then it would be something to look into. But if it does continue to trend down, then maybe it's not a product that you want to invest in. Just for the sake of this though, we'll go ahead and we see $25.50 here. We know that we have that 20% off too. We're just gonna check in this list to see if we've got any other better prices. Doesn't look like it. No, that's jockey. All right, so we've got $25.50 times 80%, $22.50. So it is a little bit low, but this guy's only got 1 unit in here. I'll probably get it up to 38. And if that's the case, depending on if this price does continue to stay stable for maybe a week or so, this might be a product that you'd want to buy because you've got the ROI criteria met. It's a pretty good profit. And maybe by that time too, you'll have some gift cards that come back as well, because you don't have to worry about this 20% going away. It's just an email discount code. So let's check out another one here at the Amazon page. We'll open up these two. And we'll see that this is a very stable price. Not a lot of offer movement in here though, so it's more of a slow selling product. So depending on what you're kind of looking for, maybe that's not the type of product that you want to go for, but since it's a stable price, we need $25.91, And we've got 34. We're not getting it down there with 20% only. So it's not looking like this is going to be a profitable product for us. So we'll move on to the next one. And we'll take a look at this chart here. Same thing, consistent price, a little bit of a dip, but it did even back out. And again, not a lot of offer movement. But on brands that are like this, maybe that's not too bad of a thing. So we needed 31, 32. And was it a 3-pack? No, it's a 5-pack. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and put in 5 right here. See if we can. That's a 5-pack. We needed 31, 32. There, that's 3-pack. So only color option is this though. So that is unfortunate. But we've got 5-pack here. I wonder if that is the right one. Cotton Classic. Cotton Classic. Okay, so this is the right one. And that is just a different color for some reason on a different page. So we've got 31, 32, and we've got 35, 70 right here. Check to see is the large in stock. It is in stock. And then also we want to do that 20% off, so 80%. And this product is also profitable right here. So we've got 3 winning products in this video just that quickly by going through one seller's storefront. So make sure that you're following this kind of process if you want to find good leads quickly. So guys, like I was saying, definitely go ahead and check out the list of prep centers if you want to sell on Amazon without touching any product, or you just want to get some of your time back. Also, there's a link in the description if you want my help one-on-one, either starting or growing your Amazon business. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.